Around 3,500 families living near Mayon have been evacuated amid the volcano's high-level unrest. Typhoon Chedeng continues to enhance habagat, which triggers heavy rains in some parts of the country. And Ukraine launches critical counteroffensive actions against invading Russian forces. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. We begin the newscast with the ongoing evacuation efforts in Albay amid Mayon Volcano's unrest. Office of Civil Defense, Assistant Secretary and spokesperson Rafi Alejandro said they're aiming to evacuate up to 10,000 families living within the volcano's 6-kilometer danger zone. As of Sunday morning, around 3,500 families have already been evacuated to safer areas. Alejandro assured the public of enough food packs, but there might be a need for more evacuation centers.
We are anticipating escalation of alert level, so meaning more families will be evacuated. We are trying to address that. We are doing that already. There is forward planning as far as the emergency is concerned.
Meanwhile, Health Chief Ted Herbosa said they are monitoring illnesses associated to the volcanic activity. The agency has already raised Code Blue Alert to get all health facilities ready to respond for patients. He advised residents and tourists to wear N95 face masks to avoid exposure to sulfur dioxide.
Yung emissions niyan may sulfur and sulfur dioxide, so kumakabit sa hemoglobin yan, nakaka-poison ng dugo. Tapos yung dust naman and ash can stick sa lungs natin. Kailangan well protected, naka N95 at ma-protect ang ating lungs. And better, wag na lang, lumayo na lang at wag na lang manood sa malapit na areas.
Still on Mayon, the Social Welfare Department delivers more food packs to evacuees affected by the volcano's unrest. The DSWD said these will be distributed in the towns of Kamalig, Malilipot, Ginubatan, Daraga, and Tabaco. The agency said this will cover 15 days worth of food requirements in the said municipalities. Aside from food, hygiene and sleeping kits have also been distributed to families inside evacuation centers. In weather, Typhoon Chedeng further weakens as it continues to move away from the Philippine landmass. Pag-asa last spotted its center some 1,100 kilometers east-northeast of extreme northern Luzon with maximum winds of up to 120 kilometers per hour. Chedeng is expected to be downgraded into a severe tropical storm within the day before exiting the Philippine area of responsibility tonight. Although the typhoon is not expected to directly bring rains to any part of the country, it is still expected to enhance the habagat. The Weather Bureau said occasional rains are expected over the western portions of Luzon and Visayas in the next 3 days. Earlier today, gutter-deep floods were seen in some parts of Metro Manila and Central Luzon due to heavy rainfall. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. Oil extraction activities in Oriental Mindoro are set to be completed by June 19. The MT Princess Empress was carrying around 800,000 liters of fuel when it sank off Nauhan, Oriental Mindoro last February. In a presser, Philippine Coast Guard spokesperson Armand Balilo expressed his confidence that the siphoning operations have been efficient. They are still waiting on information regarding the quantity of oil collected from the fuel tanks of the sunken vessel.
Yung kanilang operations, very efficient at naniniwala ako na by June 19, 100% na yung oil na makukuha dun sa tangke.
Pole vaulter AJ Obiena finally makes it into the elite 6-meter club. The world number 3 cleared exactly 6 meters in the Bergen Jump Challenge in Norway on Saturday, clinching the gold medal. The phenom erased his own Asian and national records previously set at 5.94 meters. Obiena is the only Asian in the elite list. He will stay in Norway for the Oslo Bislett Games on June 15th. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky confirms that counteroffensive actions have been launched against Russia. Zelensky said he won't divulge any other details, but his commanders are positive about the operations. Prior to that, Russian President Vladimir Putin had already claimed that the counteroffensive actions had begun. Putin added that Ukrainian troops clearly failed to achieve their goals in all combat sectors. Ukraine had been planning to conduct counteroffensive actions for months to recapture lands occupied by Russia.
На мою думку, контрнаступальні оборонні дії відповідні відбуваються в Україні, на якій стадії я не буду говорити детально, і вважаю, що ми обов'язково все це будемо відчувати. Всі зараз настроєні позитивно. Так Путіну і передайте.
And those are the top stories of the hour. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.